Coronavirus.
COVID-19.
People's daily lives have changed radically, work hours and fun have decreased, in a paradox that has not happened before, and it has become, unfortunately, that people have a lot of times to meditate and think about existential things like life, unity, and death, these things that people have been fleeing throughout the day. Only a few moments of a tiring evening disturb him. Then the power of sleep does not come soon and he dispels it.
In his theory that he founded on The Horror of Death, Ernst Baker says that anxiety about death is not only a real and effective concern in people's lives, but the fear of death is the most profound factor in people's lives and the greatest impact on their daily activity.
For nearly 600,000 years and until the moment of writing this article, only the human response to the existence of a threat to his life and his existence has been reduced to three main issues: freezing, fighting, flight. But there is another solution that some people suggest is denial.
If we start with denial as a solution to confront a danger and let this danger be the spread of the coronavirus, which has cast a shadow over the whole world, then you see around you many forms of denial, some of which may be public, such as research about the emergence of this virus as a biological weapon, or as a global plot to destroy the economy of some countries, or as a big lie that the world drowns in, and the emergence of some demonstrations and banners that support the possibility that the virus is alive while they are wearing masks and preserving the social dimension.
Denial may take other implicit forms, such as breaching the rules and procedures applied by states such as curfews and otherwise, non-compliance with domestic isolation, going out for walks, food and drink, dancing, singing, partying, wedding, etc. All these aspects are nothing but clear reflections of a natural and primitive reaction to the existence of a threat to people, denial of this danger from the origin and the unconscious conviction that there may have been a risk but it does not threaten me but rather threatens others.
In his research on death anxiety, in which he summarizes the experience of 30 years of meditation and psychotherapy, Robert Lang says, it is in some psychological situations, traumatic events or even thinking about death as an existential threat, in normal circumstances, then denial may be the psychological solution that nature proposes to overcome this fear and continue in life, but in the event that there is a real threat to human life, denial as a psychological flaw is very dangerous and threatens human existence.
As the primitive man used to do thousands of years ago, when he faces the danger of either fighting, running away or freezing, and if fighting is not our role as an instant scientist in laboratories, nor as ordinary human beings other than doctors and nurses, and if flight does not work, the optimal solution that the world seems he is currently adopting is freezing, to enter the cave and wait until the danger has passed.
We will do what the man of the forest did when he hid in the cave, or what the Bedouin did when the storm was raging. He hid until it passed, but we must remember that this retreat and this fear motivated many to find God in their seclusion, to approach the facts of life and death, and to reconsider in their view of life and their imagination that their lives are forever extended and that they review their higher values and goals for life.
Since he experienced the experience of surviving a life-threatening disease, he stood every day in front of the mirror to ask himself if he was going to die today, would he still do what he did or would he do something else, says Steve Jobs in his famous Harvard speech. Little helped him think about death and consider it a real thing that might happen one day to lead a better life according to his principles and belief in life.
Adhere to preventive instructions.
Wear a face mask. Wear gloves. Hand washing. Surface sterilization on an ongoing basis. Hand sanitizing constantly.
Will the world return to normal again?
The great tip I can give here. Leave denial aside, accept your fear of death, and turn to God. When is the end?
When is the end?